Hello, Xbox Ahoy here with another game of free-for-all on Trailer Park. This is actually Barebones free-for-all, so there are no kill streaks, which makes a nice change from the usual boosters, has to be said. I'm using the Vector. This was for the Vector weapons guide. I was trying to get some clips, and free-for-all is pretty good for the SMGs. It's constant action, so you can get some quite nice chain kills. So I'm using the red dot sight with the Vector unsilenced. I do prefer the Vector silenced, I think. It's a little, you know, it doesn't lose much effectiveness, and you can be a little stealthier with it. But the red dot is probably my favourite optic for it. It seems a little more stable than the holographic sight. But, I mean, I don't think there's any actual difference between them. I think it's just a preference. Some weapons are better with the holographic, some are better with the red dot. I was using the M9 as my backup. And as far as my tactics are concerned, it was my usual approach to free-for-all, which is a very aggressive, very mobile approach. Unsilenced, usually. You don't need to be silenced if you keep on moving. And the key really is just learning how the game flows, and I mean, that comes through practice, but when you kill someone, you can sort of, you know, you got to kill and move. And essentially, you can just keep the kills coming, and if you do it well, and if your reactions are up to scratch, no one will be able to touch you. I expend my primary ammunition there. I'm down to my pistol, but it turns out I'm pretty good with pistols. But I pick up a UMP45 in this case, because it's more effective than the M9. I've been recording some pistol-only games with the M9 for the next weapons guide, but it's a stressful affair. You need to be on the ball to do well. And one thing I find is that if you go pistol-only in a free-for-all game, everybody the first game you get a free pass, but the second game with the same guys, everybody goes try-hard. If they see someone doing even moderately well with a pistol, they think, "Oh, I'm gonna beat this guy. I'm gonna switch to my UMP silenced class and activate try-hard mode." The UMP really is just easy mode. It is by far the most effective SMG, which is a shame, really, because, like I say, I mean, I used to love... Oh, I've run out of ammunition here. That's the only thing that can stop me, is running out. I guess that guy was a bit of a noob. The default Overwatch class, which isn't great. The L86 is a nice weapon, I do like it, but... I mean, with danger close, maybe not. So that was my first death, actually. That was a, kill streak of 12 or 13, which is not bad. Of course, I could get no rewards, as it's bare bones, so no kill streaks for me. You really do burn through ammunition quickly with a Vector. Unfortunately, I get picked off probably with the foul holographic sight there. But, you know, you need to keep on going, you need to keep on aggressively pushing. You need to listen as well, of course, always in free-for-all, you need to listen. Listen out for footsteps. Just so you don't get surprised, really. It's particularly important. If you're going for an aggressive tactic, you need to be aware of, you know, when you're going to encounter an enemy. My perks were Sleight of Hand, which is, again, very useful for an aggressive class, because it just gives you that slight edge in terms of aim speed. Stopping Power, again, speeds up the kill. And Ninja, which silences your footsteps, it's a good one. I mean, I'm torn between Sitrep and Ninja these days. I like Sitrep, but you need to be more careful about making noise. Almost out of ammunition again with a Vector, so I pick up a FAMAS. It's almost too easy. And I'll switch to the P90, because I think it's, you know, it's more in line with what I was using. P90 was it was my favourite weapon in COD 4, actually. I used to love it silenced, but I've never really got to grips with it in Modern Warfare. I don't know, I think it's a little harder to use. I think there's a bit more recoil, and I'm just not used to it. I think I've got maybe about 10 or 20 kills with it in total. I really need to use it more, because it was absolutely a favourite. I had probably a couple of thousand kills with it in COD 4. Used to roll with it silenced. It was good times, used to, you know, consistently do well with it, but Compared to the UMP, sadly, it's just not as good as it could be. Of course, with an aggressive tactic, when you fire, you need to kill someone, because you need to get out of that area and avoid any sort of further confrontation. I mean, in that case there with the P90, I just couldn't get the fire on the target, and ultimately it cost me a life because I was in the same place for too long. I definitely recommend stopping power over lightweight. I mean, lightweight does give you a mobility benefit, but you know, you need to kill quickly as well as move quickly. So for any aggressive class, stopping power is normally the best choice. This is probably my sort of try-hard setup: sleight of hand, stopping power, and ninja. That'll work with pretty much any SMG and any assault rifle. Even the LMGs, they all work effectively with that setup. You don't always need sleight of hand. If you play more conservatively, not quite as aggressively, you don't necessarily need the quick reload and quick aim. But that's it. That's 30 and 5. Vector ain't so bad after all. Thanks for watching. This has been Xbox Ahoy.